Hey guys, today we're going to be weathering a Centerbeam Flatcar, and today we're going to be using the BNFS one by Red Caboose. So, start off what you're going to want is kind of some chalk, and let's see, that kind of coming up. This is kind of like a beige, I guess. Beige sand is kind of skin tone color. So you want to get some chalk kind of like that color, or pastel. This is pastels, which I'm using. So that's kind of what we're going to be using to start to weather this. Then also, the other thing you're going to want is this little sponge thing. Kind of looks like, you can probably get this in the makeup section. I actually got these from Pan Pastel about 6 months ago. But you can probably get these in the makeup section, like a 10-pack for like $1. But it's just like a little brush thing. It's like not very big at all. It's that big, there's a car. It has a sponge, so you want to get one of these. So to start off, what you want to do is just lightly take it and push it. So lightly dab it in here, just get a little bit on there. Then grab your car. And then what we're going to start with is this bottom section right here. So what you want to do for this is you just want to stroke it across. Just kind of lightly stroke it across. Do not like kind of just go horizontal, not vertical. Just horizontally across the entire car. So kind of just work your way around. Get a little more when you need some. So what this does is it looks like there's been sawdust in the car, since the Centerbeam flat cars are usually used for hauling lumber. So like that, it kind of looks like there's been sawdust in here, it's been used. And then you want to continue with that. And then also you can kind of go down here, work it down in here. That way it looks like it's just been like in a lumber mill kind of. Been around a lot of sawdust and a lot of wood and stuff like that. So just work it in areas like that. Then also once you've got that done, you can kind of turn around. And you can work on these areas, because right now you can see the bottom's kind of looks like it's had some sawdust in there, kind of weathered a bit. Just come in here and you kind of just lightly go in here a bit. It's not coming up too well on camera, but just want to lightly go in there, not too rough, because that's not where a lot of the wood goes. And also you want to make sure you get both sides. Kind of lightly go in there, get that all nice. Let's see if it comes up. It's not really want to show up. The next, what you want to do is just kind of lay it on its side, like this, as you can see. And then you just want to continue going in vertical motion the same way you did the bottom sections, and kind of lightly go over the center area, because there's been wood piled up against this at points, so this is kind of be covered in dust. Also, doing this also is another effect it also gives is sun baking, or like kind of like it's like a car's been in the sun. So it doesn't just need to be used on these Centerbeam flat cars. You can also use this on box cars and stuff like that. And it kind of gives the effect of it's been sun-baked, kind of the sun's been getting to it, so the paint's starting to fade away. So that kind of gives that kind of effect to cars. Also, another thing I've found it works great on is if you have any like the BNFS grain cars, it also has the same effect, kind of what grain would do. So it kind of looks like there's been grain on the car, it's kind of been in a grain facility at some point. Maybe, what is it? Oh, geez. Grain elevator, that's what I'm trying to think of. It's been like a grain elevator for some time. And also, guys, next thing you want to do also on this car, though, is at the top right here, so that way, like, if it's like been in a covered sawmill, there's been sawdust coming from the top, but also it gives the effect that it's been out in the sun and it's kind of been used. It's not brand new. So you kind of work your way around with this, kind of touch up some areas on each side, flip around, do the same for the other side. So remember, just make sure you're going horizontally, not vertically. If you go vertically, it kind of leaves weird kind of effects, but also when you're doing it vertically, you can kind of tell it leaves, there's beams coming out in the center, kind of, and it kind of looks like there's areas kind of piled up, and they've kind of like swept up the center areas, but the edges and stuff in the corners have really just kind of been left over time. It kind of just piles up, and that's kind of lives like a natural effect, like that's naturally where sawdust and stuff is going to be piled up, because with cars moving, it's going to be pushed back into that area and can't go any farther. So it kind of leaves that natural effect, like it's been kind of pushed in these areas. Also, another thing I found out with these cars, if you have like kind of a rusty color, it doesn't really seem to come up too well. But if you do this kind of stuff first, because I'm using these nice chalks, you can mix them together. So when you're going like this, they actually mix really nice together. So you kind of lay this down first as a base, so it lightens up the area. Then you can come back with the chalk, and it will make it nice and more visible. Kind of, otherwise, like since it's already brown, it's kind of already the same color, like the rust is kind of the same color, unless you have like a bunch of like different like color rusts, like they have a bunch of light ones. If you go to like Pan Pastels, they have a bunch of different color rusts. Like right now to my right, I have I think 4 different colors of rust I could use, but I'm just going to kind of do the sun baking and do the rusting in another video. Then also another thing for you guys also to note, I've already done the trucks on these cars. I don't know if you can really see if it focuses. I've already done the trucks, so you guys can go back over and do the trucks, but I've already done the trucks. I've done like most of my trucks earlier. All my cars just sat down one day and did them. So you want to know the trucks and couplers also. I haven't done couplers in this car yet, but you also want to do the couplers. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to be weathering the ends of the cars. So just come over here, and what you want to do is kind of start from the top and work your way down. So that way, like sawdust is sitting on top of all these ladders and stuff. Just kind of work your way down that, and also kind of get in here a little bit. Kind of make sure there's a little step down here. Kind of get it on there. Like there's some sawdust and stuff piling up on this car. And then come on over this way. Make sure you get this wheel right here, because that's going to be full. It's nice, a lot of sawdust too, naturally over time. So continue down, get these cars all nice. And that is how you weather a Centerbeam flat car. So, also guys, one more thing on this. This is a really heavy load, so you can actually see it in the camera. So if you were trying to do a light load, make sure you go very, very lightly on the chalk, because this stuff adds up a lot quicker than things. So you can always add more. So start out with less and add more as you go on. But that's quickly how to nice and weather. So I'll also have some more. See you guys later.